Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs.
Gildan Audio presents an unabridged recording of What's Your Future Worth? Using Present Value to Make Better Decisions by Peter Neuwirth. Narrated by Hagen. Preface. When I was a teenager, my father, a mathematician who spent most of his career working as a cryptologist for the U.S. government, gave me a little book written by G.H. Hardy called A Mathematician's Apology. He said he wanted me to understand the way he thought about the world. At that age, I wasn't very interested in my father's world, particularly as he and it seemed distinctly out of step with what seemed to be happening all around us. It was the early 1970s, times were changing fast, and the musings of an old British math professor did not seem at all relevant to my life. The book stayed unread for a long time, but one day in my junior year at college, having only recently enrolled in my first math class in years, despite having gone all the way through calculus while in high school, something made me pick it up and start reading. I guess part of it may have been a growing feeling that as much as I wanted to deny it, math was in my blood, and it was high time I came to grips with and understood what it meant to think like a mathematician. The message I got from the book, and later from my father when we talked, was that one doesn't choose to be a mathematician. Rather, one is compelled to become one. My father said it was like having a monkey on my back, and confessed that most of the time he simply couldn't help himself thinking about mathematics or seeing the world in mathematical terms. It was something he never wished for me. It turns out that I didn't become a mathematician, but instead became an actuary. Being an actuary is certainly not as obsessive or all-consuming as being a theoretical mathematician, and as actuaries we tend to be somewhat more comfortable with normal human interaction. However, being an actuary means looking at the world in a unique way, particularly when it comes to three elements of life that we all have to deal with: time, risk, and money. As actuaries, we are trained to balance these three elements to help manage many of the financial security programs that, though central to our lives, most of us don't think about too often, such as insurance, pensions, social...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?